Hi, I'm Sarah Close with Close to Home Consultants and Keller Williams Advisors Realty. Welcome to your September monthly market update.
And I'm Jamie Hurtubise. Interesting times
Very
for us
interesting
in the
times.
industry and kind of what happened within the last 3 to 4 weeks with our Cincinnati area MLS. So
our numbers we're not going to cover today because our normal mechanism for collecting those numbers, which is using the Cincinnati area multiple listing service, has actually been down for about 3 weeks. I must say that's the first time that's happened that I'm aware of.
yeah, and so some of you may have heard, I saw a few news stories on it here locally. What happened was our third-party company that supplies and creates all the platform for our Cincinnati multiple MLS was hacked. And they were held for ransom.
Yep.
They didn't pay the ransom.
Right.
Thusly,
There's no data.
there's no data.
Now, good point on the hacking piece. That was simply data, nothing private, no financial records or anything that impacted any of the consumers, but rather the platforms that the service was called Rapatoni used to run not just the Cincinnati MLS, but multiple MLSs around the country. That was actually not backed up, so they were not able to get back online the way you would have otherwise kind of customarily expected that they could. So we are now on a new MLS platform here in the greater Cincinnati area, and we're getting a little bit back to business as usual. But we do have a bit of a gap in the data.
At least for now.
Yeah, at least for now.
We'll see how we're going to reconcile that. But the numbers that are showing up are not entirely accurate at the moment. But here's what we do know. Interest rates.
Yep.
Always still a topic of conversations right now. Historically stable, yet higher than they have been over the last, 3 or 4 years.
Right, exactly. We're checking in right now at about 7.185% for a 30-year fixed mortgage conventional. Obviously, lots of factors go into play with that rate, but essentially that is a number that you can see out there in the market right now.
The other conversation I'm having, and I know you mentioned this as well, that if you're in Southwest Ohio, Northern Kentucky, you may have gotten an increase or a notice of a change. Seems like I'm hearing mostly about the increases. I don't know many
I haven't
decreases.
heard a lot of decreases either.
A change in their tax valuation,
Right.
which then increases the amount you pay in property taxes.
Right.
So we're seeing a bit of that
Tax valuations are done at a regular cadence, so this is not like the first time this has happened, but what we are seeing right now is because of the kind of hyper increase in values that we've experienced over the past several years, homeowners are seeing rate changes in their taxes that are kind of unprecedented. I think the highest I've heard was 75%, a 75% increase in taxes. That's not common. I know that ours went up a full third for our primary residence, and some of our other properties went up as well. So it's really impacting the math problem for someone, especially if someone's on a fixed income, etc. It can make a real difference having those additional resources dedicated to tax payments.
Yeah, but there is something you can potentially do about that. So you'll want to be on the lookout for that notification from the Hamilton County Auditor's Office. Yep. And there's something on the bottom there that says if you want to dispute this or if you have questions about this, there's a process indeed by which you can do that.
And we're happy to help with that. So if you receive that notification and you have questions about whether or not that's a realistic value or something that is worth disputing, we're happy to take a first pass at that with you, walk you through what some of that sale data would likely be that would potentially impact that value so that you can make a decision if that's something you want to pursue or not as far as a dispute goes.
Yeah, so as always, if you have any questions as to how any of these variables affect or impact anything in relation to your real estate or real estate plans, please feel free to give us a call at the number below.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for spending some time with us this month. We'll look forward to seeing you in October.
See you next month.
Okay. I left my Harley outside. Ugh.
Whatever you guys are.
I say we take one more crack at
Do
this.
one more. Okay.
And
Okay, let's go. Let's do it one more time.
okay, cool.
Okay.